The greatest lie ever told continues to be the one that Satan has propagated from the very beginning, and that is, did God say? This manifests in every kind of form you can imagine, every current issue of the day, every concern that gets brought up, everything that continues to be brought to the light. The enemy is going out of his way, continues to go out of his way to lie, because that's what he does. He's a liar. He does not want you to experience the fullness of everything that God has for you. And so in doing so, he will appeal to the side of you that desires identification with the gratification of self, and will continue to bring to the picture a place of doubt when it comes to the declarations of God's word. Satan continues to be sophisticated because he has thousands of years of experience, but he continues to be more sophisticated about how he propagates the lie. And perhaps one of the most significant tools that he uses in this day is media. Yes, you may have guessed it, but I believe that so much of what we see in the mainstream media is demonically inspired. It is undoubtedly satanically inspired. And when you begin to develop an understanding of the ideals related to the manipulation of a phrase in the First Amendment, like freedom of the press, it begins to change the way the game is played. When you have a deep state that recognizes a unique obligation, and when I say unique, I mean unique obligation, to lie to its people in order to be the people who continue to rule and continue to grow in a place of destruction and manipulation and power for themselves, they will use any means necessary. Now, let me just explain this. And this is something that a lot of people don't recognize. A lot of people don't see right off the cuff. When you look at the existence of current totalitarian regimes that are holding office, that rule over the people, that continue to put themselves in places that only God should be, and continue to walk oppressively to the people that they're supposed to serve, understand that the reason why they got in office was because they deceived the general population to elect them into position. Now, this has been achieved in the past in other nations in different ways, various ways, but the reality of it is it always starts with some type of revolution. It's kind of how it works. Then it goes into directions that become destructive. Now, there's always an element in all of this where the warnings continue and continue and continue by a minority of people, but so many choose not to listen to that minority voice, because what also rises during those times is an extended effort by not only government agencies, but by people who have financial interests and power interests to squash the voices that are bringing truth. If you don't think that that is a real pattern, just look at what's going on in the United States of America right now. You would be a fool to look at what's going on in the United States of America right now and not see the rising of a totalitarian regime that, yes, is currently in office and continues to utilize their propagandist arm, the mainstream media, to communicate lie after lie after lie after lie after lie.